Hello everybody, welcome back to Artist Archives. My name is Nikki and I'm taking you along a week in the life of a dancer. I'm so excited. So, I am a storyteller professionally. I am an actor and a writer and I help other people tell their stories. That's what I do, okay? And I am a dancer in training, okay? So this is a week in the life of an intermediate level dancer is what I would say. Please, like... you know, I'm not a complete beginner, but I'm not out here trying to be like, yeah, I'm a professional dancer. Please, that's not what this video is, okay? So don't come watching expecting like Beyonce level choreography, okay? Because, well, the choreography maybe, the me, listen, we're getting there. So let me just give you a bit of context. So my favorite styles of dance are hip hop and Afro. I love them so much, and dance brings me so much joy and it also improves my acting. I do physical theatre and movement, so I have movement training, I do physical theatre. I've done a physical theatre job this year, so I do have movement experience. In terms of foundational hip-hop, I'm really trying to learn that, but yeah, so we're learning, okay? That's the disclaimer, we are learning. But I'm going to be attending a lot of classes this week, including commercial dance classes, which is not really my strongest suit, but I do find it quite fun. Commercial is very frustrating. Commercial is one of those dance styles that I look at and my brain goes, yes, simple, easy, I can do that. And then I start and I'm like, how are y'all doing that? 3 classes booked in today. I have a hip-hop class, I have a commercial dance class, and then I have an Afro dance class, and they're all back to back. And as I'm saying this, like, I'm already tired. Like, I've been up so much the last week or so doing writing work and I'm so sleepy, and I think my body is still trying to rest from such a lack of sleep, but we finna do it. Why am I doing this to myself? Why? Do you know what I mean? Not only am I taking you along a dance week, as I said, I'm a professional actor and we have some exciting actor things to do this week. I have an audition coming up, so I've just printed off the script. Let me tell you a little bit about my process. What I like to do is print off 2 copies of the script. The first copy, anything goes. I just write down my thoughts, my feelings, I highlight everything, it can be messy, just all my first thoughts. And then the second script is like, okay, I've made some actor decisions, I've made decisions around how it's going to be performed, and then that's like where I write down like motivations that I'm going with and that kind of thing. So that's my process. I've read through the script once. I want to read it through a few times, just so it really sinks into the body. So that's what we're doing. And then I'm leaving the house in a couple of hours because like I said, so I teach creative writing, and one of my students on a course that I taught recently is a professional voice actor, very successful professional voice actor, very experienced. And she was like, oh, thank you so much for this course, I really enjoyed it, let me know if I can help you out in any way, And I said, you know what, maybe I'll take you up on that, because I have a voice acting reel. I don't know what to do with it. I know that it needs so much fixing because I'm not super experienced in voice acting. I've done some voice acting gigs, but I wouldn't say it's where I'm like the most experienced at all. And she was like, yeah, sure. And then the other week I actually reached out to her. It's been months, and I was like, yeah, can I take you up on that? And she was like, yeah. So we're gonna meet for a coffee. We're gonna play through my voice reel and she's gonna give me some tips and stuff. So I'm excited. I already know it's too long. There's probably clips in there that don't need to be in there. I just didn't know how to choose the best clips. I didn't know. I probably need 2 separate reels is what it is, because they advise only to have 2-minute long reel. Mine is currently like 4 minutes. I probably need one for commercials, like a commercial jingle voice, and then another one for audiobooks, narrations, which is the stuff that I'm like really interested in, which I have quite a few examples of in that reel. So that's kind of where we're at. So we're gonna meet and go through that, and then from there I'm gonna go to dance class. So what do you think is good results? We get the good. Yeah. I heard Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I'm also so hungry. We're gonna leave the house in about half an hour, but we've done some good work. Something I do now on my scripts is something I learned from the Working Actors Studio with Lee Lomas. So I do objective, motivation, and tactic. So previously I was doing objective and tactics. So objective is what you want as the character, and how you're going to get it is the tactic, right? And obstacles as well. If you go down more like Stanislavski route, you're going to do obstacles, objectives, and tactics. Working Actor Studio takes more inspiration from David Mamet, and so we did objective and motivation. Objective is what you want as the character, motivation is how you want the other person to feel, and then tactic is how you're going to achieve that. Are you going to, so for example, I want you to feel sorry for me is the objective. So then your motivation is I want you to feel maybe guilty, or I want you to feel superior, because then you can like feel sympathy or whatever it is. And then tactic might be like I'm going to cajole, or I'm going to guilt trip, or I'm going to argue, or like whatever it is. Manipulate, control, force, enlist, whatever it is. And I find that distinction of actually how do I want the other person to feel is so helpful when you're playing a scene, when you're playing a motivation. It's just so useful, and it goes hand in hand with actioning. Whatever you, this makes no sense if you don't act, but anyway, my point being, yeah, the motivation part is really useful. So a little tip for y'all when you're preparing your scripts. Packing my dance top. Gonna pack my script as well, you know, if I want to look at it on the train. And a sports bra. Dance leggings too. These are my favorite joggers to dance in. The way I call them joggers, I feel like that's very American. What do we call them here? Sweatpants. No, sweatpants is American. Do we call it? I don't know. And my water bottle. And my headphones. Can you guess by now what my favorite color is? This is my dance bag. You should definitely know what my favorite color is now. Need to pack you. Yes. It's just like Audible's division.
Yeah.
But you can just put your profile there as an actor. I was saying she's already got an audiobook job that she's doing. Yeah, she's only been on for like a week, so I was like, okay, I'd love to fix up my reel and also get on there as well. Like,
does she have a unique background, or what is her profile?
Lots of people who go to these classes are professional dancers. They are so good, and I'm having to it's a fight with the humility every time. I have to be like, Nikki, remember you are learning. You are learning. And so it's hard. It's hard. But this week the focus is growth and enjoyment. Growth and enjoyment. I just want to enjoy. Enjoyment first. Shouting, 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 shouting. Exchange looks. Looks. Carl exits and sees the team staring at him. Well, that was lovely. We just finished the online audition. I had a 10-minute slot. I don't even think we did the full 10 minutes. It was wonderful. Did the scene. The director said, I actually don't have notes for you. I don't need to see a second take. I usually do it to see if you can do directions. It's been a wonderful team. We've worked together before. He was like, I know you can take direction. It's all good. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was really fun. Fun and simple and a good time. So yeah, how exciting. Welcome to the studio. This is where I do my self-tapes, and also I'm very blessed, God is so good, where I film my podcast. I'm going to leave everything up, so it just means that whenever I need to film anything, a self-tape, an audition, a live audition, a podcast, I can just come in here and everything is basically set up already, which is like, God is so good, I'm so blessed. Yeah, in this space I have my own studio, so welcome to the studio, and ample space if I wanted to set up lights and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but that was super quick. So we have some time now before I head out to my dance class. I'm taking a hip-hop dance class, which will be amazing. I don't know if I spoke about this, but I had such a breakthrough in class the other day, in the Afro class, because usually I rely on lyrics or the music itself to figure out when each move is, because I was never taught how to do counts, you know. I can do it, but it's not that I'm thinking and a 6 and a 7, you know, but I just translate it to something else. But in Afro class, he was like, and a 1 and an 8, and I was like understanding what he was meaning, and it felt so good. And it was quite complicated, but I got the timing of it for the most part, so I'm really happy about that. Anyway, today's is a hip-hop class, so that'll be great. I love days where I have an audition and then I have a dance class. They're my favorite days. They are, I just feel so creative and so blessed and so in my purpose, because I just it's just great. I love doing an audition and then a dance class. It's the best. Do I have any other updates for you? I don't think so. Hey, it's the next day. I just filmed a YouTube video actually about booking my first ever national television commercial. Woo, woo. It'll be out before this one, so check that one out if you haven't already. We'll link it down below. And then I just did some admin work, because you'll know this if you're a creative, right? But I think there is a surprising amount of admin, or I'm not surprised by it anymore, but there's a large amount of admin that comes along with being an actor. Just emails and meetings and reading documents, and there's a lot of admin that comes with it. Okay, it is time to head out for dance. I'm a little bit, I don't know, yeah. My body hurts a lot because I didn't really do a stretch last night because I got home late and I was tired and I just couldn't be bothered, and I wasn't feeling too physically tired, so I thought it would be fun. This morning I woke up, oh my gosh, oh, my body is sore. Anyway, it's fine. We have 3 classes today, and what the first one the first one is like a commercial class. And I'm a little bit nervous because it's like an advanced class, and I don't know if I said earlier in this video or not, but commercial is definitely not my best style. Commercial, oh, I did say commercial is the style I look at and I say I should be able to do that, and then I start and I struggle. And then we're doing a heels class, which is Afro and heels, and then thus will be the week of the dance training. So I'm going to take you along If I say it now, I have to do it. I'm gonna try and get clips from every single class. It's Rowan's that I'm nervous about. I get nervous. Okay, let's go. I'm so hungry. We're gonna get something to eat along the way. And yeah, check in with you soon. Ciao.
I'm watching the commercial class back. It wasn't bad. I'm shocked. What the frick?
What a successful week. My aim at the beginning of this challenge was to have fun. I felt like it had been a while since I just had fun and really enjoyed dance class, and I can happily say we had so much fun this week. And today I was so happy. Like, when I watched back my videos, I was like, oh my gosh, I actually did well. I actually did well. Like, I'm actually growing. I'm so happy. Wow. Even that first commercial class, which is funny because it was to the same song as the other commercial class I did this week, but to a different part. It felt so weird in my body, and I was like, it's wrong. And because I was late to that class, I was like, it's wrong, I'm doing it wrong. And then I watched the video back and I was like, no, but low-key, my timing is good. My timing is good.